Hi, today we're going to talk through the basics of creating a Simon Says game using Rust and GTK4 through the Realm 4 framework, which is built on top of GTK. So, first up here, let's take a look at our initial code here because I'm going to build off of this later. At the very beginning here, we have this Elm based architecture where we have messages, and those messages then get directed to the logic later in the update function. So, here we have red, we have green, we have blue, and we have yellow. And what's interesting about this is that we then have all we need to then go to the next step. And so in the components here, we have our application. So this is where we would do the implementation for the application. And so we initialize at the very beginning, we have the input for the messages and we have the output. And this is the way the application is going to behave. And then if we scroll down here as well, if you look at the view, here is where the layout actually occurs here. And so I think this is pretty clear when you look at it from a UI perspective, is that the view itself is going to connect to the messages, and the messages are what is going to actually route the logic to the application here. And we can also change things, spacing, margin, etc. We can change the title as well. This is all stuff that we control inside of the view. And then finally, if we take a look here at the init, this is where everything starts. And then in the update, this is in essence all of the heavy lifting that is routed to the UI. So what happens is a message gets propagated down here, and depending on what kind of message it is, right? If it matches red, it matches green, it matches blue, it matches yellow, it's then going to do this corresponding action. So for now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a print message, right? Red, green, blue, yellow. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like. Type in cargo run. Here we go. We've got red, we got green, we got blue, and we got yellow. And what's cool about this is that this is a very small amount of code and it's very clean. Like you can visually look at it. Maybe a couple things are confusing, but in general, this is a very concise building block to do more things. So I think this is a good spot to stop, and we'll build on this later in future.